Hey, everybody, this is just a video that I had wanted to make for a while. I kind of wanted to wait till I got to 1,000 subscribers before I did it. But I just wanted to say, give you guys a big thank you because I don't think that I would have kept doing piano covers if I didn't have at least somewhat of an audience, or if there weren't people there to watch my videos and to um, you know to comment and say really nice things. And it really is motivating for me as someone who's a very, very amateur musician. I personally don't really consider myself to be that good. I just I I find things on the internet that sound good to me, and if I think I can play it on piano and I think I can find the sheet music for it, uh, and I think it's something that'd be at least somewhat popular, then I try to go for it. I really wish that I could make more videos for you guys. I really do. But I gotta be entirely honest, like, it's really, really, really time consuming to make these videos. Some of these pieces can take well over 2 or 3 months for me to learn, and for me to really kind of perfect and work all the kinks out. And depending on how difficult it is, sometimes it can take me several days of trying to get a good a recording that I think is clean, something that sounds good, something that I'm like happy with. Um, some pieces that I've played have come together really fast. A good example of that, here I'm actually looking through some of my old videos. A good example of that was a couple of the Philip Glass covers. Those are really, really easy to play. Another one is the Ocarina of Time theme song. I think I learned that song and recorded it within either within the same day or within 2 days. And I think I got the recording within like 2 or 3 takes. Now, some pieces that I've played, Maple Leaf Rag is a good example, and then Funeral for a Friend was really difficult. And then What Child Is This by Vince Guaraldi. Those were covers that probably took me well over 50 or so takes of, just making little mistakes, little things in the piece that, or in the recording, that I just wasn't satisfied with. And it's definitely really draining. So I wish I could promise you guys more frequent videos, but it's just not something that I can guarantee by any means. It's not something that I can commit to, just because I do go to school full time. I go to NC State currently, and where I'm going to school, where I'm living at school right now, is I think about an hour and a half away from my parents' house, where the piano is. And I like recording on the piano just because it looks nice and it sounds nice, and it's great to play on. So it's difficult for me to make it over here on the weekends from school to try to record something. So I'll do my best to keep learning songs that I think sound good, and I think that people will enjoy. And I'll do my best. I'm not gonna stop, but just don't expect any more than a couple covers every month. If you guys can get 2 covers a month out of me, I think that's a pretty good month. So it's definitely a labor of love. But you guys do uh, say a lot of really nice things in the comment section, and you guys, um, you know, I get a lot of encouragement from that, because if I didn't have that, I really don't know where I would get the motivation to keep playing. In fact, I want to read one comment in particular. This is by a user by the name of Frozone on my last video, and he said, "You just made my day. I've been waiting for you to upload, and when you do, it's an amazing song. I heard this from the Uncharted 4 trailer. Overall, you are an inspiration, and keep up the good work." Now, it's stuff like that that really, really like makes my whole day, and like 99.99% of all the feedback I get on my videos is like overwhelmingly positive, and that just makes me feel really, really good about myself. But overall, I really appreciate it when people say things like that, and it makes me really, really happy. Because learning piano for me has been a real struggle. I mean, I've been playing now since I was about 10 or 11. I took lessons for about 5 years, and then I stopped kind of playing when I was in high school, and I didn't really play. There were a couple years here and there where I just didn't really play much at all, or there's been, a couple long stretches, like, back a couple years ago I broke one of my wrists riding my mountain bike, and I was out for like 9 months. I really couldn't do much with my left hand, and that was a big bummer. But I think I'm a little more committed now, and it's something I've been doing for long enough that I feel like I'll probably be doing it for the rest of my life, just because it's a skill that I take a lot of pride in, and I'm very proud of, and it's something that I really want to continue progressing. So currently, I'm making an attempt to learn jazz piano. I do have a piano teacher that I meet with only about once a month. He's in my hometown, and I just don't have the time to make it from where I go to school in Raleigh to where I live on a frequent enough basis. So about once a month is really the most often I can have piano lessons. But I still take lessons, and my teacher and I are trying to work on me learning a little bit more jazz, because if I don't have the sheet music, I've always felt kind of lost. Some people who are a little more self-taught tend to play a little bit better by ear. They have a little more difficulty reading sheet music, but they can. Their playing is definitely directed a little more by what they hear, and I've always struggled with that, and I've always wanted to learn jazz and kind of and learn how to play songs by ear, and that's always been a real challenge. So I'm actually making kind of a concerted effort now to try and fix that and finally learn that. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna take a long time, but the whole point of me starting this YouTube channel was just to have a record of all of the pieces that I played. I wanted to have a sort of a publicly viewable account of every song that I learned how to play on piano, because I feel like I'm at the point where I'm past all of the student learning books, where I have enough playing ability where I can play some reasonably challenging songs, and some songs that I think are really entertaining. And it definitely took me a while to get to that point, but I really feel like that I'm here now, and I felt like, about however long it was, like 3 years ago when I started first making videos, that, I was really at the point where I could do that. And so I just made the decision to record every piece that I play as a means of, as a means of just keeping a record of it, I wanted to be able to go back and listen to the pieces that I've played, and if other people ask about it, I have something that I can show them. And my family, my grandma really likes it, so I get to show her those sort of things. But it's something that I'm gonna continue to try to do and do to sort of the best of my ability. And I just want to say again, like, thank you guys for watching, and it humbles me that I have like 1,000 people out there that care enough or thought I was entertaining enough to hit the subscribe button. So I really appreciate that. Again, yeah, if you guys have like requests, or if you have any questions that you want to ask me, just feel free to, in the comments section, just ask me whatever you want. Anything, either about me or about music, or anything you really want to know, just ask it, and I'll do my best to, if I get enough questions, I'll just make a follow-up video, or if I don't, I'll just sort of answer them one by one in the comment section. But again, really appreciate that you guys like what I play. So peace.